What's up, guys? Today we're taking a look at a 17 HMR with the suppressor on it. This is a Savage TRR 17 HMR. It is not the suppressor ready version. When I purchased it, I didn't have a suppressor and didn't think I was going to get one. So I do want to just share a couple words of wisdom with you as far as that's concerned, and then just show you how it shoots and give you my interpretation of the sound level. So first off, if you ever think you're going to get a suppressor, just buy the Firearms threaded from the factory because it's a hassle getting things threaded afterwards. I want to just share another piece of information. If you go to a local gunsmith and ask them to thread your barrels, make sure you specifically say it's for a suppressor. Make sure you specifically say it must be concentric to the bore. And lastly, it would be best probably if you just give them your thread specs from the suppressor manufacturer. This is an Advanced Armament Core Element 2 AAC, and I made them. This was the first barrel that I got threaded after I got my suppressor, and I just asked for 1/2 by 28. I told the gunsmith it was for a rimfire suppressor. He said no problem, done it before. When I picked it up, I thought the threads looked awfully long, and he threaded it with a thread length of about 0.6, which is the standard 1/2 by 28 that you see on your AR-15s and other rifles. However, that's kind of long for a rimfire suppressor. Some rimfire suppressors will work with that, others will not. The AAC would have, but it eliminates the blast chamber and will create a little bit of undue wear on the blast baffle. So I ended up having to purchase. I didn't complain to the gunsmith. He actually did a pretty nice job, recrowned the barrel and everything, and he only charged me $100 out the door. So I ended up just buying a Gemtech thread spacer specifically for this purpose when gunsmiths make this mistake, and it was like $8. It doesn't look as clean, but I mean that's the lesson learned is how I look at it. So this is Advanced Armament Element 2. We're also shooting a primary arms. This is just their standard, I believe it's 4 to 16 times scope with the Illuminated reticle. It's a mil dot reticle, and it was a pretty good budget scope, and I probably wouldn't use it for a high caliber, although I don't think there's any problem with that. Primary Arms has a good reputation, but I like using it for this purpose. And this is a Harris bipod. Just going to take a few shots and let you guys watch in. Tag along. All right, here we go. Very anal about making sure my suppressor's on tight. Alright, there's 5 rounds. So as far as the suppression goes, under this hood, it kind of makes it a little bit louder. Outside, if we were out 5 feet in front of this, it would sound a lot better. I do recommend 17 HMRs with the suppressor if you have them. Some people say no because it's only supersonic, but really it still makes it hearing safe even under this. I was just shooting it a little bit ago without a hood, and it sounded much, much better even. So that boom kind of gets trapped by this and echoes back. Alright guys, well I just wanted to let you know that I'm sorry about what happened there at the end of that video. Didn't get to see the groups. My recording device ran out of memory, so you'll just have to take my word for it. I couldn't even get pictures for you. So at 100 yards on this windy day, shooting the 17 grain Hornady out of that Savage, we were getting about 2-inch groups. And I've seen that rifle do much better than that. It's definitely a sub MOA rifle on a nice day, but I haven't shot in a long time. Then with the wind, I know excuses, but I was only getting about 2-inch groups. So again, that rifle, it was a Savage 93R17 TR. And I basically bought that rifle a few years ago to use primarily for groundhog hunting. The 17 HMR round is designed so that it's a small, light bullet and going very fast, and once it hits something, it pretty much breaks apart. So there's a lot less chance of having ricochets like there is with 22 long rifle. And then it's nice having something smaller than, say, a 223 as well that would travel for a long distance. So yeah, I use it mostly for groundhog hunting in the summer. It's a little too heavy for me to lug around through the woods to hunt small game in the small game season. But so my final thoughts on this video. I just wanted to let you guys know that if you have a 17 HMR that's not threaded or you're thinking about suppressing it, I'd say go ahead. I wouldn't buy a suppressor just for 17 HMR, but if you have one for 22 long rifle, I don't see why you wouldn't throw it on the 17 HMR. Definitely makes the rifle hearing safe. It tames the actual muzzle blast. However, you still get the sonic boom, which can be loud still, but it really depends on the environment. If there's something to ricochet that sound back at the shooter, or if you're underneath a hood like I was today. So I liked it and I thought it was hearing safe. I did notice that 17 HMR seems to be a bit dirtier out of the 22 suppressor, but other than that, it was fun. Alright guys, that's the end of my video, and I'll see you later.